The only thing you want to protect is yourself, Ravonna. And you. This is really disappointing, I must say.
I know, I'm working on myself.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Sintel with the Intel. You already know who's in the building, Rakai. Tell the people what's going down with you, fam.
Hello, Governor.
Hey, Loki, episode 4, 1 through 3 has not been a disappointment. We have had so much fun with this. I feel like it's a bit of a rejuvenation for some of these Marvel products, but we will continue this. Nonetheless, make sure you stay towards the very end because we're going to have a quick little breakdown and a review of everything that we just got done talking about. And, you know, you'll hear a way that you can watch this in all of its glory live and uncut through the Patreon. So without any further ado, hey, let's get started. All right. Patreons, thank you so much for your support. Without you, there is no this. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Now, what's she gonna do now? She's stuck at the end of time with a jealous Miss Minutes.
Then you have to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost ready.
I bet she a variant.
We're at the end of time.
For us.
For us. Us.
Always.
Oh, they sound like they ain't like a different kind of cahoots. Like a I love you cahoots.
You are quite a marvel.
Yeah, they sound like they booed up.
The TVA awaits our commands. Shall we go?
Our commands. Look at this.
Hey, boss. Fancy a game of chess?
Not today. Pull up Protocol 42.
Is it time?
Erase her memories.
Or,
Erase all their memories.
if you say so.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
And while he sat on his throne, I continued to do all the work to keep him there.
Well, something like that.
Posing.
That we don't need him. Maybe we never did.
That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I gotta sit on that for a little bit.
Yeah, but you know, to me, it's like if you're playing chess and everything is orchestrated, like that was Protocol 42.
Mm-hmm.
He had 41 protocols before that.
I'm from Chicago, friend. The shadiocracy capital of the world. I don't trust anyone.
You hear that? I ain't mad at that.
He's very expressive in his face.
I don't think it'll change anything.
Don't be so sure of that. Your words changed me.
Come on, black woman. That's right. Use that melanin power.
This is Casey, an OB.
OB?
Ouroboros.
What did you say your name was?
Victor?
So if your work is based on his work and his work is based on your work,
Exactly which came first.
It's Ouroboros.
Mr. Ouroboros, would you inscribe my handbook?
Only if you inscribe mine.
I was living
This is crazy.
engineering descriptions.
Me? The way you explain the electric bypass system. Poetry, just poetry, guys.
We do not have time for them to be fangirling.
That part.
It's not to scale. I only got one coat of paint on there. I haven't been able to carve
When did
out
you have
figures
time to
represent
do
all
that?
of us.
Balloon.
Really? Like,
Someone killed he who remains and released all those branches and ruined my life. There's much, much more temporal radiation out here than there was when you went out there, Mobius.
So much more.
Yes.
is there more?
Okay, well,
Skin peeling.
Doing that.
I mean, Loki's really gonna have to huff it then, right?
He said Loki.
The loom's temporal decay outpaces your multiplier's throughput capabilities.
Every time, yeah. How did you know that?
I built it.
It's a genius.
It's you and me.
All right.
okay, come on, let's give him some space.
Look at her, she's just sick. She's like, can I just stab him now?
To make it so simple.
Clocks don't tick at the TVA, do they? You found out you're a variant, and you haven't even looked, have you?
Steady calling him out on that.
Doesn't matter if a few disappear, because you've never bothered to look if one of them was yours. Who cares if a few just disappear?
Uh-huh.
Enjoy your pie.
She just read him for filth.
Straight up called him a sellout.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
I didn't know you knew that.
Oh, yes. We all know about your escapades as an actor.
Y'all look like y'all about to get whooped. Oh.
Yeah, they look like they're coming ready to rumble.
You can't give people free will and then just walk away, Sylvie. That's not how it works. Now, for better or for worse, the timelines are free. It's up to us to protect them.
Gotta be a parent.
We are gods.
That part. He's
That,
like,
that was kind of dope the way he said it too. He's like, don't get it twisted. We are that.
He forgot who I was.
He forgot who we are.
Who
You and Loki
allegedly
too.
You are.
Yeah.
The only thing you want to protect is yourself, Ravona. And you. This is really disappointing, I must say.
I know, I'm working on myself.
Anyone who joins me right here, follows me out that door, and helps me restore stability to the TVA will have a life on the timeline if they want it.
Look, he's all in.
Oh yeah. That's all he wants. He want to get back to his movies. The heck? Oh, yeah. Time to get that crunch.
Life in the timeline was that good, huh?
It's like, yeah, I was a star.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, time to hit that crunch.
How does it feel, knowing that all of us here would rather die than follow you out that door?
That's a horrible way to go. Ugh.
Let's go, X5.
Heal, you dog. Heal.
So he don't leave the yard.
It look like they building a nuke.
Mm-hmm.
Disney's version of Oppenheimer.
I was just going to say that.
Everything is going according to plan.
Good.
What is that?
Oh, it's coffee. Don't drink it.
About this hot cocoa machine, could I take a look?
Can you sit tight for just a second?
I can take him.
Can you? Okay, Professor, he'll take you.
Yeah, somebody got to clean that mess.
It's gotta be Renslayer.
Is the multiplier ready? Theoretically. I haven't had time to test it, but without timing.
But can't Miss Minutes fix it? I thought they said that earlier.
Sit down.
Scorn. A room full of scorn.
God, you're both okay.
Ah!
I think you're going to like what I have to say.
Who's going out there?
Mm-hmm. See, at first I thought Sylvie would go out there.
Come on.
If she does, that means she's definitely all in. If she's the one that goes out.
Yeah, but I still think she's still too narcissistic for that.
Denied.
Mm-hmm. The contra twine.
Pretty tech savvy.
Well, that was easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience.
Well, now that the loom is all messed up, I bet all the timelines are just smashing into one another, huh? Dang, you gotta prune yourself.
Wait, which one is?
The one with the pruning device is the one that we've been following.
So who's the other one?
I don't know. I don't know when that other one is. But we discovered that they don't really die. They just go to the end of time.
Like, hush. Like, what in the same shit?
I promise you this will make sense.
Yeah, I need an explanation too, man. So.
It's the killer from Scream.
Would you like to play a game?
Hello?
About time. What's taking you guys so long?
Obi.
I know what you did last summer.
We'll lose the entire safety system.
So what? What are we gonna lose?
The security protocols will go down.
Like what?
Wait.
Dampeners that
What's he
prevent
doing?
people from using magic at the TVA.
Oh.
Too.
Loki be able to use magic.
They's like, oh yeah, we can ready to get busy.
Victor, I need to tell you, please. I need to tell you.
Done.
You'll never be him.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Miss Minutes, and the
You'll never be him. Dang. Sound like it sound like Jada Pinkett talking to Will Smith.
That's new.
Go.
Look at the statue looming over him. That's a great shot.
It was.
Yeah.
And he's like, what y'all don't know is I am him.
I am him.
I've been him. He says it's only me and Deion Sanders. I am him. Oh, he's fancy.
Yeah, he had to add the little extra.
Mm-hmm.
He is an actor, so.
He's about to run into Darth Maul.
What do you
Stop
say,
it.
X5?
Oh, Loki about to let him have it with the magic.
I didn't think I'd see you again so soon.
Oh, to the end of time with you.
Not see that.
Time for you to return the favor. Let's go.
They remind him of his original mission, which was to find her.
Yeah, that's true.
But first we need Mr. Timely's aura scan so we can get the blast doors open.
Okay, let's go.
Just put
You
your
don't
head
want
in the
to do it.
scanner.
Is that safe?
He's asking the pertinent questions.
Here, let me hold those.
Sure.
Like a birth canal.
Welcome, he who remains.
Worked.
Can I come out?
That looks scary as hell.
It's worse than I thought. We have to move fast. Who's it gonna be?
We don't.
Okay, let's go then.
Come on, let's move.
Wait.
It's gotta be me.
Something wrong could happen, and I know how the throughput multiplier works.
Show ass
But that
off your
gives him a
shoulders,
chance.
boy.
No, but that also gives him a chance to go out there and manipulate and do whatever he wants to do. Can't nobody stop him.
That's true. He can find the timeline he likes and really become he who remains.
And get back. Got it?
Got it.
He's like, listen, I need to
Okay.
fool with the timeline. That woman accused me of some bullshit, and I got a trial coming up.
Talking about I can't be him. Man, watch this.
Yeah. Hold my beer. I'm him.
Sylvie's about to have a whole big ol' I told you so moment.
Yeah. She's like, I should just stabbed his ass.
Ready? Come on, let's go.
You tell me, run like you running from them dudes you owe money to.
Exactly.
Because that dude was gone.
All right, man, you better embody the spirit of Frederick Douglass and give us
your
free.
Harriet in you.
Get the Harriet in you. Wow, spaghetti. Well, damn. Wow, did not see that coming.
He was trying to be right. The whole time I doubted him.
That was an O-ish moment.
Yeah, which means everybody's screwed.
He's gone.
What happened?
It's over.
What?
Is he dead?
The temporal radiation is just too high.
What did we do wrong?
But remember, there are other Lokis at the end of time, as well as Renslayer. So it's not really over. That was his plan B. That's why he sent his people back. That's why he sent himself back as a plan B. Yo, this is dope.
He look like he gonna jump on a rider like like he gonna surf it or something.
Wow.
Damn, this is only episode 4. Jesus.
Not like this. No.
Yeah,
not like
right,
this.
Right.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you wanna watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Sintel. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Wow. Gotta go back in time. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Yo, that was dope. That was dope. That was dope. That's how you do it. That's how you leave a cliffhanger. Wow.
Listen.
Yo, that was dope. Didn't expect that.
The goodness.
I didn't expect that.
Not at all.
I mean, everything from Victor Timely catching the first L. That was the first like note that we should have known. Been like, oh my gosh, that to everything being blasted away, to the cool little contingency plans that Loki kind of had to send himself back. To oh my gosh! Well, all right. What's your first thoughts, man? I got a whole jumble in my head.
I don't know, cause right there, that when you said that contingency plan, like Loki sent himself back, but then he pruned himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, I promise this will make sense. And right now, ain't none of this making sense to me. Like, cause I don't know if it was like, you know how you put little Easter eggs and stuff in there to allude to stuff. So just like they rebooted Miss Minutes. Even though, as far as we know right now, the whole universe has ended, the thing failed, and all timelines got pruned. But it seems more like Marvel's doing a reset, and all timelines are not reset, but everything now is on the sacred timeline.
Possibly, I can see that. Which to me would be kind of smart because Marvel right now is very messy right now with everything going on. It's very
But not
messy.
only that, but Marvel. All right, so this is completely meta. So, and this is, you know, we're talking about IRL stuff. So Marvel has to say what they got going on. People have, you know, if it's superhero fatigue or whatever. The last phase of Marvel movies, people's like, you know what? You gave us the C-listers in Guardians of the Galaxy, and we loved it. But the rest of these B-listers and C-listers and D-listers you trying to give us, we not feeling it. We don't want it. You done got rid of Iron Man. We got used to Robert Downey Jr. We got used to Captain America. You know what I'm saying? The Hulk is gone. You killed off Black Widow. Like, that was the group that we was ready to ride or die with since, you know, you gave us a Nick Fury show without Nick Fury. I mean, some dude that looked like Samuel L. Jackson was in it, but that was not Nick Fury. He was a variant. He was a Skrull. I don't know what the hell that was. So yeah, with this, man, what better way to introduce some of your biggest characters? Like they talking about the Fantastic Four are gonna finally show up in the 3rd or 17th reboot, maybe to be right, but bring in all of Fox. Right now, the most popular thing in Marvel don't even belong to Marvel. It's Sony with Spider-Man.
Yep.
So that's how you fight back. You bring in all the X-Men. And now we have mutants. And now we have Inhumans. And all the stuff that went on in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and even that craptastic Inhumans TV show, but you bring in the whole Fox universe with, they're going to bring in Deadpool and the X-Men. Man.
Yeah. All bets are off. That's the thing. Like this is meta. You said something that's very important to me, and that this is very meta. And that is all bets are off regarding just the story. All bets are off regarding the MCU in general. All bets are off regarding just characters that we have either loved and lost or maybe not liked and maybe have a new way of going about it. All bets are off. Whatever it is that you think you knew no longer exists right now as of this. And it's very confusing. Like you said before the show even got started, you know, it's a very heady kind of series. And the pseudoscience that they've been using, even though they've been trying to dumb it down for an audience that's not been necessarily connecting the dots, it's still very muddy. You know, like I still don't really know the full things, the multiplier and getting things rent better so that the weave can come in and get everything down to one. It's just a whole lot of stuff that's going on. So I figured it feels to me like they're like, okay, let's just get as messy as we possibly can, and then.
Yeah, it's almost like hey, nobody even bothered to email Bill Nye or Neil deGrasse Tyson. We just like, you know what? We just out here on a limb. We've been writing these stories forever. We gonna wing it. We gonna do what we do.
Yeah.
Some people get it, and some people be like, huh?
Yeah. So there's only two maybe possible survivors of this whole thing. One is Loki, and then the other one is Miss Minutes. Oh, and then no, Renslayer. I'm sorry, Renslayer got pruned as well. So those are the three. And that may not even necessarily be the case. You know, like I just said, you know, whatever it is that you think you're thinking may not be true, and this may not be true as well. But it's the only thing that I can think of that makes sense. It's the only reason why, like when Loki had that moment, and he was like, you know, I wish I could go back and look at that moment again when he's looking at himself, and he was like, man, let me see. Let me do this contingency plan. Let me prune myself real quick in case this goes tits up. And then he looks at his variant, and was like, I have to explain. Yeah, I have to explain this a little bit later. That's it. Like all of our hopes and dreams of this entire, all the phases, everything is now relying on three people, three entities.
You know what? I think another thing that I enjoy about what just happened.
Yeah.
So many times in shows, you know what I'm saying? They do, you know, they ride to the rescue and they save the day just in the nick of time. And there was a second left and I was able to defuse the bomb. Nah, it didn't go that way. I mean, you're talking about Sylvie and Loki, a couple really like villains. They was villains.
Yeah.
And they out here trying to save the day. A variant of He Who Remains villain. Trying to save the day, and it went, what'd you say, tits up. And they failed in epic fashion.
Yeah, as bad as you possibly could fail, they failed.
Yeah. If there was any worse way to fail, no one knows what it is, because no one exists anymore. Like so now my mind is completely blown. I don't know where we go or what happens for the next two episodes.
No.
Besides what you said, like you go to some other point in time somehow.
Yeah, because we do know that other points in time still do exist, because they went back and saw He Who Remains, his crusted version of himself. So so the end of time is still there. You know, so
well, maybe now it's time for Protocol 43.
The chess thing is very important. They keep beating us over the head with it, and the whole spirit of chess is to be able to think many moves in advance. You know, So, and the two people that are associated with chess right now are Miss Minutes and He Who Remains. So there's other moves. 43 was just one thing. I guess we just have to see how
now, if we're associating with chess, like what would Miss Minutes be?
A contingency plan. I mean, because to me it feels like He Who Remains had to reset.
He's the king.
Right.
He's the king.
But the
it seems
queen,
like
the
he
queen
had
makes the biggest, travels the board the most, right? It's the queen who is.
So would that be Miss Minutes?
I think so.
Because it seemed like, because it looked like Renslayer was the queen, but then Protocol 42 had her memory wiped. So
I think she realized too that the plan had gotten out of hand. So her last little jab was like, he'll never be him. Like maybe to me, that implies that he really wasn't He Who Remains. He really was a good variant. Like there was no bigger plan for him. And I think Miss Minutes saw that.
Yeah.
Saw Victor Timely as being, you know, a good guy. And that's why she was like, you'll never be that dude, you know, and then peaced out. Ugh. Woo.
I mean, the way he turned into spaghetti at the end, she was right.
Oh man, golly. It is funny that we saw this effect before in
Multitude of Magnus.
Yeah, we saw that when it happened to Mr. Fantastic. Spaghetti-ized. Oh, they brought it back. All right. Well, shoot. There's a lot of speculation of what could happen. Let us know in the chat what you think. What are your theories regarding all of this? Are you going to miss these old characters? Do you even want them back? Do you want this potential reboot? And also keep in mind, there's only 2 more episodes left. Just two. So that's a lot of tying up of loose ends, and I don't even know how they're going to manage doing that. We're going to find out.
And not only that, though, I mean, because I don't see this coming back for a 3rd season. So however they wrap it up in the next 2 episodes would have to be something that plays into the greater narrative of the MCU.
What?
So, you know, what if the Kang Dynasty, if they're still going to go ahead with that? And I think that's kind of why they kind of slow playing it too, because they're trying to wait and see make sure that Jonathan Majors is going to be all right.
You just beat me to it. I was just about to say, you know, Kevin Feige may be playing chess as well, and he's trying to prepare for whatever. We may not ever see Jonathan Majors' character again in this series. It may be they may have just eliminated him for now and just like a fail safe. And so
but I mean, but
blows over, and then they can decide.
But it's going to be
on the story from where we are now. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it would be a total revamp. I mean, the next Avengers movie is called the Kang Dynasty. Like, I mean, we done already bet the farm on this dude. Right for now.
I mean, there's a lot of buzz with people wanting to saying, you know, bring in Victor Doom. You know, he's an Omega level kind of bad guy. I know those two don't go together, Omega level and bad guy. But you know what I mean? He's like a super.
No, but he's an Omega level mutant or whatever. Or well, I guess he wasn't even a mutant.
No,
I don't know.
He's just a magic user.
I don't know. That never made sense to me. How the Fantastic Four wasn't mutants. Okay.
Yeah, but they weren't born like that. Science made them that way, except for Victor Von Doom. I forgot how he got his magic.
Yeah, but they were made by cosmic rays or something, and got caught in some old craziness in space or something. But you know yeah, and the thing is, you know, for Kevin Feige, and it's funny that if they were trying to rewrite this to remove their dependence on Kang, they weren't able to because of the writer's strike.
That's true too.
You know, they're probably able to bat some ideas around. But right now with the actor's strike, that is the best thing that happened for Kevin Feige, because that gives him enough time to see how this thing was going to play out with Jonathan Majors before moving ahead, because he can blame it. Oh, well, we ain't done anything because, you know, I mean, you know, nobody's working. The actor's not working. Yeah. When we know that's only in America. All the actors, are you shooting an American movie, but overseas you can work.
Business as usual. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of business as usual for non-American content, make sure you go check out Cinema Mosaic. Hey, and if you want to get to know Rakai a lot better, and I promise you that is exactly what you want to do, go ahead and drop them socials real quick.
Oh man, everywhere at Diamond Mind, DIAMONDMYND. It's all about here. It's all about you.
And keep in mind, we're going to be seeing Rakai a whole lot more on this channel, because he brings so much to the table, and I'm really looking forward to watching that talent shine, my guy. Also, if you've just been enjoying this type of conversation that we're having, you need to head on over to the Geekish Network, because that is where we got our roots. Me and Rakai, we got our roots from the Geekish Network, and we would be doing the Geekish Network a huge disservice if we did not showcase that, because that is so important. Rakai, did you want to speak on behalf of the Geekish Network real quick?
I mean, of course. I mean, I am one of the new guys. I am the new talent. I've been around for, a couple years or so, but I bow down to Centel with the Intel, the OG of the Geekish Network. He is the OG.
Yo, thank you so much. Hey, listen, I promise you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna see people that probably look like us, maybe even look like you, talk about this geek-ish and how we love it. One of my favorite shows is Binge-Worthy, where they'll take a week's worth of content for one particular show and binge it so that you don't have to and chop it up. Conversation just like this. I promise you, it's tons of fun. There'll be a link in the description. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscription button. And of course, give us that thumbs up, because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. That bell icon lets you know when the next episode's coming out too. Just saying. So that being said, we'll catch y'all next episode. All right, y'all. Peace.